St. Paul Capitals here at Palm Field, and it is time for some Town Ball State Tournament Baseball, Class A State Tournament Sweet 16 on Minnesota Prep Spotlight. Welcome everyone to Palm Field here at St. Anthony Village for Game 3 this Sunday afternoon. It is 4 o'clock and we're about to play some town ball baseball. We got the Highland Park Beavers, the home team, St. Paul Capitals, the away team. Let's get some sponsors underway here. We are presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone, and Wings Financial. We're for people like you. And we are just about to get underway here in a matchup of two second-place teams in pool play. The Highland Park Beavers out in the field to start it off, the home team, and the St. Paul Capitals getting ready to lead us off at the plate. The 2020 Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association.
On the mound today for Highland Park, number 10, Mitch Maurer.
Starting on the hill, number 10, Mitch Maurer for the Highland Park Beavers. They're wearing the blue tops, white pants today. A little meeting on the hill before we get going. It is 1 minute to 4 o'clock. Leading off for the St. Paul Capitals, we got Jamie Berg, number 22, the speedy center fielder, as he waits for pitch number 1. Highland Park on the right side of your screen. They're in the third base dugouts. They are the home team today. St. Paul Capitals on the right side of the field. They are the away team and starting off the game at the plate. Pitch number 2 gets away from the catcher. Jamie Berg working ahead in the count. There's a strike. Mitch Maurer riding the third base side of the pitching rubber. The left-hander delivers. Tapped a slow roller to second base. Going to be a close play. Short-armed, and he beats it out. Jamie Berg reaches base to lead the game off. Next up, number 12, Rick Tossi, the co-manager of this St. Paul Capitals team. Steps into the left side of that batter's box. Lefty on lefty matchup once again. That's in for a strike. Rick Tossi, the designated hitter this afternoon. Liners to the right side, that's going to be foul. Still some fans trickling in. There is a 250 fan limit here at the park today. Pops straight up into the middle of the infield. Looks like the first baseman, now the second baseman calling him off and makes the play for the first out of the game.
With one away, third baseman number 11, Ryan Abraham.
That's Corey Ryder, number 66 at second base for the Beavers. 1 out, 1 on. And the 3-hole hitter, Ryan Abrahamson for the Capitals, coming up number 11, playing third base today in the third spot in the lineup. Runner goes. Throw goes out to center field. Jamie Berg takes one step, looks out, thinks better of it. Getting his jersey dirty in the first inning. Laundry day is going to be tonight or tomorrow for Jamie Berg. Now runner in scoring position with one out. Ball outside in the left-handed batter's box from Mitch Maurer, starter on the hill today. Ball 2, Jamie Berg getting a nice little lead off, dancing around on second base. Hoping he can get some attention from Corey Ryder, who's now inching toward the bag. Mitch Maurer comes set. There's strike number 1, 2-1. Ryan Abrahamson at the plate, looking for something that he can hit. That's another ball outside. Abrahamson to first base, base on balls, 2 on with 1 out, and another lefty coming to the plate. Tom Peterson, the first baseman, steps in the batter's box. 2 ducks in the pond for Tom Peterson. Strikes in there. Peterson fouls it into himself to even the count at 1-1. St. Paul Capitals, they got through Group E of pool play leading up to this round of 16 as the second seed. 3-1 record in pool play. Started off with a win over the Minneapolis Merchants, beat the St. Paul Hops, then lost to the top seed, the Bloomington Bandits, and then coming off a walk-off win earlier this week, I should say, to bring their pool play record to 3-1. Ball tapped to first base, goes to second, no time. Shortstop thinks better of it. That's 2 outs now for Highland Park.
Second baseman, number 7, Mark Grosvenor.
Alex Sealim there playing the ball at shortstop. Mark Grubner coming to the plate. The 5-hole hitter. One of the cores of this team, won a state title with the St. Paul Capitals in 2014. Hits one high, deep to left field. Left fielder going back on the track, and he hauls it in. That one was on the warning track. Gave it a shot, but run down by the left fielder Jake Fleming for the Beavers. So 2 runners left on base for the St. Paul Capitals as we go to the bottom of the first inning. We'll be right back on Minnesota Prep Spotlight, prepspotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome back here to St. Anthony Village in Palm Field, where it's the bottom of the first inning.
On the
Highland
mound
Park
today
Beavers coming to the plate to lead off
for the Capitals, number 34.
is Alex
Josh
Sealim, the
Kubicek.
shortstop, number 34
And
for
leading
Highland
off for
Park. Steps
Highland
into the
Park,
right-hand
shortstop,
side of the
number
batter's
34,
box. Josh
Alex
Kubicek
Sealim.
on the hill for the St. Paul Capitals, the longtime ace of this St. Paul club. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, called strike. Josh Kubicek, right-handed pitcher. Fouled straight back by Alex Sealim. Ball high. Alex has to duck out of the way. Alex Sealim's brother Max, also on this team. We might see him come in the game later as the game progresses. Ball tapped to the shortstop. And the throw's in time to record the out. That's Derek
And second
Jacobson
catcher, number 6,
making the
Zach
putout
Strelong.
at shortstop. Zach Straighton, the catcher, next up for the Highland Park Beavers. Ball low. Another try for the shortstop. The ball's wide, goes into the... I think it hit the runner. Ball's dead, and so we have our first base runner for the Beavers. Zach Strayton reaches safely. Soft ground ball to the shortstop. Couldn't quite make the play. Knew he had to hurry to get the speedy runner. Jake Porter, the center fielder, is going to be up for Highland Park. Josh Kubicek, 1 on and 1 out in the bottom half of the first inning. Strike number 1 down the middle. Breaking ball is in for strike 2 from Josh Kubicek. One, two, three pitches and the strikeout for Kubicek as Jake Porter goes down swinging.
Second baseman, number 66, Corey Ryder.
Corey Ryder, the second baseman, steps into the batter's box. The cleanup hitter for the Beavers. Josh Kubicek, University of St. Thomas graduate. This one's skied to the right side. Looks like it might be out of the play. First baseman might have a shot at it. And it's over the fence for a foul ball. Josh Kubicek graduated from St. Thomas in 2013 from originally Centerville, Minnesota. Went to Centennial High School. Two down, runner on first base for Highland Park. Breaking ball. Kubicek thought he might have a strike. Didn't go his way. 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 Ball wrapped up the middle to the shortstop. Going to take the easy play, force out at first base. Mark Grubner steps on the bag. So no runners, or no runs, I should say, in the bottom half of the first inning. We go to the second inning. No score on PrepSpotlight.tv.
After one, we have a tie score 0-0 between the for Dan Peterson.
Welcome back to Palm Field. Dan Peterson stepping into the batter's box for the St. Paul Capitals in the top half of the first inning as Mitch Maurer gets ready for his first pitch of the second frame of work. Ball inside for the first pitch of this inning. Dan Peterson, the left fielder, left-handed hitter. Got the stirrup socks, making a fashion statement, swing and a miss. Foul tip. Count runs to 1-1. Tapper down the right side, that's foul. Count runs to 1-2. Dan Peterson from Hugo, Minnesota originally. His brother Tom also on this St. Paul Capitals team. That one's going to hurt. Fouls it right into his foot. Grimaces. Takes a little lap to ease the pain. St. Paul Capitals, they went 8-8 this regular season. Not up to what they would call their standards. Obviously did not have as many games as they normally would. Normally 30 to 35 regular season games for this club. Only got 16 in this year. Ball in the dirt to run the count to 2-2. This team has had a lot of success. State tournament champions in Class A in 2014. And Dan Peterson lines one to left field. But the left fielder, Jake Fleming, a diving play to record the first out. Double zeros.
One away, right fielder number 35,
Basically ran
Rodney
straight
Erickson.
forward, went up with both hands as he slid for the fly ball catch, line drive catch. Rodney Erickson, the right fielder, at the plate for the Capitals now. Ball misses from Mitch Maurer. Working fast in the top half of the first inning. That one finds the zone. There's a fly ball hit. Another nice play, this time the opposite side of the field. The right fielder, Michael D'Angelo. A little flare on that, sliding on one leg
Charlie Bartholomew.
and finding the ball in the basket. 2 out now. Tapper to shortstop. And just like that, the top of the inning is retired. We will stick right here as the Highland Park Beavers make quick and it'll be Michael D'Angelo
Starting off the bottom half of the inning for
stepping
Highland Park.
into the batter's
Fielder
box.
number
Isn't it always how
96,
it
Michael
goes?
D'Angelo.
Guy who had a diving catch in the top half of the inning leads off the bottom half. Watches the strike go by. Ball slapped through the hole between second and first by Michael D'Angelo, so he's on.
Designated hitter now, number 2, Preston Hetland.
Preston Hetland coming to the plate. That's the second hit of the game for the Beavers. Josh Kubicek, a nice nifty move. Checking the runner at first base, and he got him. Michael D'Angelo strayed too far off. Josh Kubicek picks off the runner as soon as he got on before a pitch was thrown to batter number 2. There is that pitch, high and inside. There's strike number 1, 1-1 the count from Josh Kubicek to Preston Hetland, the designated hitter today, wearing number 2 on his Highland Park Beavers jersey, swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. 2 down.
With 2 away now, first
Josh
baseman,
Kubicek
number 12,
takes a
Pat
little
G.
stroll around the mound. Kubicek, the MVP of the state tournament when they won it all in 2014. Ball right back up the middle. Shortstop fields it on the run, makes a nice play for the third out of the inning.
And after 2 innings complete,
So it is still scoreless after 2 innings here at Palm Field,
spent some time
St. Anthony Village. You're watching Minnesota Prep Spotlight, PrepSpotlight.tv.
some limited edition koozies and state tournament T-shirts.
We're back here at Palm Field. Derek Jacobson leading off the inning for the St. Paul Capitals. Takes strike one in there from Mitch Maurer on the hill for his third inning of work. Derek Jacobson, the 9-hole hitter, as before we turn the lineup over. That one's low, 1-1. Jacobson just had a nice play out in the field at shortstop, running to his right and recording the third out of the bottom of the second inning. We're in the top of the third now. No score between the Highland Park Beavers and the St. Paul Capitals. Foul tip for strike two. Mitch Maurer working fast. Gets the ball, delivers, and that's strike three swinging from Derek Jacobson.
Top of the order now for the
Mitch
Capitals,
Maurer's first strikeout of this
Jamie Berg.
game. Jamie Berg steps to the plate, made it as far as second base in the first inning. He reached on a infield single, the center fielder for the Capitals. Swings and fouls a bouncer straight back to the backstop. Jamie Berg with that open stance. Ball high. Choking up on the bat a little is Berg. Watches that one go outside for ball number 4 as Berg reaches base for the second time in as many plate appearances.
Number 12, Rick Tossi.
Rick Tossi, co-manager of this team, comes to the plate. The designated hitter this afternoon. Swings at the first pitch, can't make contact. Mitch Maurer from the set position now. The lefty keeping an eye on the speedy Berg at first base. Chopper foul. And they got the runner picked off. But Jamie Berg makes it to second base after a low throw from the first baseman. Mitch Maurer had the runner picked off. Jamie Berg had decided to go on first movement, but first baseman Pat Sheehy couldn't get the ball delivered to the shortstop exactly where he wanted, and Berg slid in safely. So now there's a runner at first base, or at second base, with one out. Ball slap foul. Runner in scoring position for the designated hitter, Rick Tossi at the plate. Count runs to 1-2 from Mitch Maurer. Shakes off his battery, finally agrees and delivers. That one's cranked but pulled way foul by Tossi. Count still 1-2. Jamie Berg on second base trying to plate the game's first run. Ground ball to first base through the hole. Berg doesn't even look up. He's rounding third base. There's going to be a play. Not even standing up is Jamie Berg for the first run of the game. St. Paul Capitals take the 1-0 lead as Rick Tossi drives in Jamie Berg on a ground ball single through the right side. Now it's Ryan Abrahamson, the third baseman, stepping up to the plate. There's a strike from Mitch Maurer, hoping to bounce back after allowing the game's first run. There it goes on your score bug. Hit to the right center. Ryan Abrahamson continues the hitting. Now runners on first and second for the Capitals as they're mounting a rally here in the top of the third inning. Mitch Maurer hoping to record an out. This could be a double play from first base to shortstop and back to Maurer covering the bag for a 3-6-1 double play to escape an even bigger inning. But the Capitals, they get one run on two hits in the top half of the third inning to take a lead here at the State Class A Amateur Baseball Tournament. Welcome back to Palm Field at St. Anthony Village, where St. Paul Capitals are playing with a lead for the first time today. 1-0 after scoring the first run of the game in the top half of the third inning. And now Andrew Devine steps to the plate for the first time in this contest. Takes the ball high. Devine, the third baseman, for the Highland Park Beavers. Josh Kubicek staked to a one-run lead as Devine fouls it straight back to the backstop. Ball high. Highland Park, also a 2 seed in pool play, entering this round of 16 contest as Devine fouls one down the left side. They went 3-1, beat Tri-City, the Sharks, then they beat Hit Dog, then they also beat St. Louis Park. Those were their 3 wins in pool play. They won the state tournament all the way back in 1996, but it is their first time playing in a state tournament in around 20 years. Strike 3. Josh Kubicek, another
With
strikeout.
one away, the left fielder, number 00, Jake Fleming.
His second strikeout of this game. As Andrew Devine goes down looking. Now Jake Fleming takes a ball. And another ball high. Fouls one high, but foul. Count is 1-2 from Josh Kubicek. To Jake Fleming, who lines a single to left center field, turns and looks, ball bobbled, and Fleming slams on the brakes and stays at first base.
Top of the order now for Highland Park, shortstop number 34, Alex Selim.
So that's a single for Jake Fleming to turn the lineup over. Alex Selim, the leadoff hitter, the shortstop, stepping to the plate. Trying to move the runners around. One on, one out. This one's cranked down the left field line. Outfielders playing the other way, so they got a lot of ways to go. Jake Fleming going to third base, standing up, and Alex Seelan with a stand-up double down the left field line. 2 runners in scoring position now for the Highland Park Beavers.
Catcher now number 6, Zach Stralin.
Josh Kubicek trying to get out of a jam. 1 out, 2 on. Runners at second and third base. Zach Straden at the plate for the Beavers. Gets a fastball. Knocks it foul. Highland Park's biggest threat of this game by far. They had not gotten a runner as far as past first base up until this point. Now 2 on, 1 out. And Zach Straden takes a ball outside for a walk. The base is now juiced for the 3 hitter, Jake Porter.
Center fielder down, number 20, Jake Porter.
Swing and a miss from Porter. Josh Kubicek got through the first 2 innings fairly easily, but not so this frame. There's a strike, 1-1. That's a ball just outside to Jake Porter, the center fielder for the Beavers. Infield playing about halfway, double play depth now with a runner on first base after Zach Strayton walked. Porter just missed a ball that he might have had different intentions for. The ball looked a little up, fouled it straight back. Pops this one to center field. Runners tagging. Out is recorded. Ball tossed to the shortstop. All the runners advanced, and the game is tied after Jake Fleming tags up from third base. St. Paul Capitals appealed just to make sure. So as soon as the Capitals scored in the top half of the third inning, the Beavers respond with a run of their own to tie the game right back up, 1-1, off of a sac fly from Jake Porter. Now Corey Ryder steps to the plate. Josh Kubicek trying to escape this inning with no further damage. There is still runners on second and third with 2 out. Tapper. Kubicek will field. Underhand to the first baseman for the out.
3 innings complete. We have a score of the St. Paul Capitals 1 and the Highland Park Beavers 1.
So we are all tied up. 1-1, Highland Park
Reminder that if
evens the game out. The Beavers and the Capitals at the Class A State Amateur Baseball Tournament Round of 16 at Palm Field, headed to the 4th inning. You're watching Minnesota Prep Spotlight, prepspotlight.tv. Welcome back to Palm Field at St. Anthony Village. Mark Grubner stepping to the plate. It's a tie game, 1-1 in the top of the 4th inning between St. Paul Capitals and the Highland Park Beavers. The second baseman, Grubner, is one of the captains, you could say, one of the cores of this Capitals team. Sees a ball outside. Played at the University of Minnesota. He was the MVP of the Big Ten baseball tournament all the way back in 1998 when the Gophers won the Big Ten tournament. He flies one to right field. Caught by the right fielder, Michael D'Angelo,
Left fielder number 24, Dan
for the first
Peterson.
out of this fourth inning. Dan Peterson next up for the Capitals. Left-hander Mitch Maurer facing left-handed Peterson. Ball away. Ball right back up the middle. Maurer almost had a shot at it, had to reach across his body, so that's going to be a single for Dan Peterson.
Right fielder now, number 35.
Two hard hit balls for Peterson. A line drive in the second inning that was caught on a nice play, and this a tapper, hard tapper through the middle of the infield. So he reaches. There is now one on and one out for the Capitals in the top of the fourth inning. Rodney Erickson watches ball one go by. Erickson, the right fielder, right-handed hitting, wearing those blue gloves. Now this one's a slower tapper. Maurer fields to the shortstop. The double play turned. Very close play at first base. But the Beavers go 1-6-3 for the inning-ending double play. We'll stick right here at Palm Field as we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Still tied. Highland Park 1, St. Paul Capitals 1. Back here at Palm Field at St. Anthony Village for the third of 4 games here at the Class A Town Ball State Tournament. Michael D'Angelo, the right fielder, leading off the inning against Josh Kubicek, swinging at the first pitch. That ball fouled to the right side into the field number 1 to our right side in this complex here in St. Anthony. Kubicek dealing. This ball pops straight up. Going to be a long run for the center fielder, but he camps underneath it to make the catch. Jamie Berg out in center field, covering a lot of ground on that play for out number 1 for the St. Paul Capitals.
Number 2, Preston Hetland.
Now Preston Hetland, designated hitter for the Beavers. Ball high. We have a tie game here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Swing and a miss, 1-1 the count. Preston Hetland looking for pitch number 3 from, checks his swing, appeal to the first base umpire. He says yes. Hetland doesn't agree. Strike 3 from Josh Kubicek to Preston Hetland. Didn't take the bat off his shoulder for the last 2 strikes of that at bat. That's the second K looking for Josh Kubicek in this contest. Now Pat Sheehy, the manager, looking to make something happen with 2 outs for the Beavers. Kubicek delivers. Foul ball off the end of the bat for Sheehy, number 12. First baseman. Last time up, grounded out to the first baseman, his counterpart for the Capitals. This time he taps it up the middle of the shortstop. Sheehy doesn't claim to have a lot of speed, and he is thrown out by the shortstop, going 6-3 scoring play. So no runs in the top of the first inning. We remain tied here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Now on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome back to Palm Field at St. Anthony Village for Highland Park and St. Paul Capitals. Tied at 1 apiece in the bottom of the 4th inning. Charlie Bartholomew leading off this inning for the Capitals. Feigns to bunt, pulls it back, but a called strike from Mitch Maurer in his 4th inning of work. Foul straight back, Bartholomew, a sophomore coming off his sophomore season at University of St. Thomas. Won a state title with Matamidi High School. Takes a ball low, does Charlie Bartholomew, the catcher in this contest. Grounder to second base. And the out is recorded by Corey Ryder, manning the right side of the infield.
Shortstop now number 4, Derek Jacobson.
Derek Jacobson next up for St. Paul. Mitch Maurer delivers, ball outside. Jacobson struck out, swinging last time up. This time he lines it through the left side of the infield, down the line. Third baseman was playing off the third base bag, so he looped it around the base and reaches first base in this 4th inning. 5th inning, I should say. This one's tapped to the right side of the infield. 2 soft ground ball singles, but now the Capitals have a threat going. That was Jamie Berg with a single. So 2 runners on, 1 out. Mitch Maurer trying to get through his 5th inning of work. Rick Tossi, the designated hitter, at the plate. Cracks one to the first base side. That goes 3-6-1, but not in time. So the fielder's choice, runner is out at second.
Third baseman, number 11, Ryan.
Tossi reaches at second base. That's the 2nd out of the inning. 2 on, 2 out for Ryan Abrahamson, the 3-hole hitter for St. Paul. The pitch. In the dirt. Good stop there by Zach Strayton behind the plate. Runners at the corners. Ball away. Left-handed hitter's batter's box. Mitch Maurer. Had 1 big inning. Only 1 run allowed in the 3rd inning. Now looking to strand. There's a fly ball. Right field. Fairly deep, but camped under it is Michael D'Angelo for the 3rd out of the inning. Mitch Maurer escapes unscathed as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning at Palm Field, the state town ball state tournament. Back here at the home of the Huskies, Palm Field, St. Anthony Village. Getting ready for the bottom of the 5th inning. Josh Kubicek still on the hill for the Capitals as he gets set to face the Beavers. Leadoff hitter in this inning, 3rd baseman Andrew Devine. We're tied, 1-1. Devine squares to bunt, lays it down. Kubicek fields it, throws, and records the out for the 1st out of this 5th inning.
Fielder now, number 00, Jake.
Nice play by Kubicek, who jumped off that pitcher's mound to record the 1-3 scoring play. Jake Fleming now at the plate. He scored the lone run of the game for the Beavers in the 3rd inning. Takes a strike from Kubicek. We're in double zeros like Carmelo Anthony is Fleming. Jacob Fleming, Holy Angels grad, pops it up to the shortstop who's backpedaling, fighting the sun, but makes the play. It's Alex Sealam
Top of the order now for Highland Park. Shortstop
with a good
number
play
34,
for the
Alex
2nd out of this inning. Ground ball to the third base side. And the Highland Park Beavers go down in order in the bottom of the 5th inning. You're watching Minnesota Prep Spotlight, prepspotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Now a three at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Number 27, Tom Peterson.
We're back here on prepspotlight.tv for the top half of the 6th inning between the Highland Park Beavers and the St. Paul Capitals. Mitch Maurer on the hill for the Beavers delivers strike one. The starter in this game has gone 5 innings so far, just 1 run allowed. Just 4 hits against Mitch Maurer as Tom Peterson, the cleanup hitter, looking to do some damage in his third at-bat. Grounded into a double play in his last at-bat in the 3rd inning. Before that, a fielder's choice in the 1st inning. Tom Peterson, part of that core group that won a state title with this team in 2014. Watches the ball high. Taps one high to the shortstop. Alex Seelan makes a nice play out in
Second baseman now.
short
number
left
7,
field for the
Mark
first out of the
Grobner.
inning. Seelan's been out there a lot making good defensive plays. Mark Grubner now swinging at the first pitch but tapping it foul down the third base side. Takes a lap around home plate. Dissatisfied with his effort on that pitch. Mitch Maurer. Strike, paints the corner on the outside. So Mitch Maurer, the lefty, now ahead in the count. Grubner goes down and gets that one. Line drive single into left field.
Left fielder number 24 now.
To reach base for the
Peterson.
first time. So 1 on, 1 out for Dan Peterson, who singled his last time up. And he hits one hard to left field. Left fielder going back. A circuitous route, but he makes the play approaching the warning track. Grubner was near second base,
Right
has to
fielder
scamper
number
back to
35,
first.
Rodney Erickson.
That's the second out of the inning. Grubner's still at first base. Peterson, Dan Peterson now, I should say Rondi Erickson, now stepping to the plate. Rodney Erickson, the right fielder. for the St. Paul Capitals. Catcher checks the runner at first base. Grubner wasn't going anywhere. Tied at 1-1 between the Beavers and the Capitals in the 6th inning. Rodney Erickson fouls one back. Maurer checks the runner. And Erickson, another foul ball. This one hard down the right side. Off the end of the bat a little bit, looked like. Just grinding out this at-bat is Rodney Erickson. Hoping to find something he can do damage with. And he straightened it out enough to get a single into right field. Good at-bat by Erickson. Waited to get the pitch that he wanted and slapped a single over the first baseman's head to Michael D'Angelo in right field. Now there's 2 on, 2 out for the St. Paul Capitals as Charlie Bartholomew comes to the plate. The catcher, left-handed hitting catcher for the St. Paul Capitals. Mitch Maurer hoping to avoid allowing his second run of the game. Foul ball in pitch number 1. Charlie Bartholomew wearing his Tommy's batting helmet. Dark purple shade. Takes the ball just a bit low and outside. Grubner on second base, getting his lead. Rodney Erickson on first base. This one's cranked down the right field line, but way foul by Bartholomew. Tie game in the top of the 6th inning. Starter Mitch Maurer looking to keep the game at 1 run apiece. Shakes off his catcher. Checks Grubner at second base and delivers. This one's lined straight up the middle. Grubner is getting on his horse. He's going to round third base. He's going to score standing up as Charlie Bartholomew drives in the second run of the game for the St. Paul Capitals. Bartholomew, the catcher, with 2 out, will get a courtesy runner at first base. I believe that's Kathan Becker. Derek Jacobson up to bat, and he lines one into the left center gap. 2 runs are gonna try to score. The throw to the plate. Kathan Becker is thrown out on the relay by the Beavers. One more run does score. It's now 3-1. St. Paul taking a lead in the top of the 6th inning. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv. Welcome back to St. Anthony Village, where The St. Paul Capitals just took a
Starting off the
3-1
bottom half
lead.
of the
2
inning,
runs
Highland
scored in
Park.
the top half
Catcher,
of the
number
6th
6,
inning.
Zach Straighten.
Zach Straighten up to bat for the Beavers. As Josh Kubicek out there for his 6th inning of work. He has been efficient on the hill for the Capitals. Breaking ball, misses. Another foul ball for Zach Straighten, the catcher for Highland Park. Looking to get back into the run column as they are now find themselves down 2 runs in the 6th inning. Strikeout, ball in the dirt. Straighten doesn't quite get there
With one away,
as
center fielder
Bartholomew
number
makes
20,
the out.
Jake Porter.
Throwing to Tom Peterson at first base for the strikeout. Jake Porter now steps up to bat. Knocks one foul. Lands. 3 players, 3 Capitals defenders converged on it but did not make a catch. Kubicek. Now 5 strikeouts in this game. 1 strikeout in every inning so far for Josh Kubicek. Check that. 5 strikeouts, did not get a strikeout in the 5th inning. Misses outside. Now he has 6 strikeouts in 6 innings of work. 2 up, 2 down in this bottom half of the 6th inning.
Second baseman number 66, Corey
This
Ryder.
time a backwards K for Kubicek as Porter walks back to the dugout with the bat still on his shoulder. Corey Ryder, the second baseman. He's swinging. That one goes foul. Kubicek just 4 hits allowed so far. 1 run. That coming in the 3rd inning. This one tapped up the middle. Shortstop fields and throws and records the out. Corey Ryder out by the ground ball.
We have a score of the St.
That was
Paul
Derek
Capitals
Jacobson
3
making a
and
nice
Highland Park Beavers
running
1.
throw. We'll stay right here as we go to the top half of the 7th inning. St. Paul Capitals still up 3 runs to 1.
Umpires, baseball, and field fees. Even in a great year, it is difficult to break even.
This year has been a challenge, obviously. We would appreciate any donations to help the cause of spreading quality amateur baseball in the metro area. If you're willing to make a donation, there is a jar
Mitch
located
Maurer
at the
still
concession stands, of which 100%
going out there
will
for
go to
his
ensuring that
7th
this and
inning
future
of
state
work
tournaments
for the
showcase very best in amateur
the
baseball.
Highland Park Beavers. It's going to be Jamie Berg, the leadoff hitter, leading off this 7th inning for the Capitals. The left-handed hitter, center fielder
Starting off
for
the Capitals,
St.
top
Paul.
of their order, center fielder number 22, Jamie Berg.
Berg has reached every single time he has been up to the plate this afternoon. 3 plate appearances for Berg, 2 singles and a walk. Scored 1 run. That first run of the game for St. Paul in the 3rd inning. Now the Capitals leading 3-1 in the top of the 7th inning. Mitch Maurer delivers. Jamie Berg goes down, try to hit that ball out of the dirt, but misses. Lets that one go by. This one's nubbed down the 3rd base line, but it trickles foul. Jamie Berg out of Matamidi. A few Matamidi guys on this Capitals roster. This one's tapped. Looks like it might get through the middle of the infield, and it does. Not hit hard, but trickles through. Berg makes an aggressive turn around first base, but thinks better of it. And a nice play by the Beavers, throwing, just checking on Berg as he strolls casually back to first base, but not quite in time. Would have been a very unique heads-up play by the Beavers had they recorded that out. Now it's Rick Tossi, the designated hitter, stepping up with nobody out in this 7th inning. Watches strike 1 go by. Jamie Berg, 4 plate appearances, 4 times on base, 3 for 3 with a walk and a run scored, and a stolen base. Productive afternoon for the leadoff hitter. Rick Tossi pops one up to shallow center field. Second baseman Corey Ryder thought he might have a play, but it falls in between the center fielder and the second baseman. Berg, with his speed, is able to ride the line and make it safely to second base. Rick Tossi with his 2nd hit of the game. So now there's 2 on. As Ryan Abrahamson flies one to right field. Michael D'Angelo camps under it to record the first out of this 7th inning.
First baseman now, number 27, Tom Peterson.
Tom Peterson, the first baseman for the Capitals, left-handed hitter, steps it to the batter's box. 2 runners on as he looks for another RBI. Double steal. Jamie Berg slides in safely, and so does the trailing runner, Rick Tossi. No third base coach for the St. Paul Capitals, but they communicated well enough to know that they were stealing without a throw from Highland Park. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Infield in for the Beavers, hoping to cut down the runner at home before this game gets out of hand. Tom Peterson. Check swing, pops one, foul, out of play. One out, 2 on. As Mitch Maurer hoping to escape this 7th inning. Another foul ball by Peterson. Takes a stroll to fix his batting gloves. Reset for this pitch from Mitch Maurer. That one's high. Maurer gave up 4 hits, 2 runs in the last inning. No runs yet here in the 7th, but 2 runners on. And Tom Peterson just misses a high inside pitch, fouls it straight back. Mitch Maurer always ready to go. Already on the rubber before umpire, catcher, or batter is looking out his way. Now the pitch. That one's popped into shallow left field. Infield playing in, but the shortstop running out. And now he throws it to a ducking third baseman. No problem, though. The catcher backs up cleanly. So that's the second out.
With 2 away. Second baseman,
Alex
number
Seelan
7,
with the
Mark
catch there,
Grobner.
number 34. 2 on, 2 runners in scoring position for Mark Grubner, the veteran on this team. Singled and scored in the 6th inning. Finds himself in a position to drive in a couple runs if he can find the outfield grass in the 7th inning now. Swung and just tipped a tapper back behind home plate for a foul ball. Grubner, the second baseman, reaches out, smacks that one foul. 2 strikes on Grubner now. Reaches out again, does Grubner. That's a fly ball to right field. Michael D'Angelo, he's been kept busy out there, records the 3rd out of this 7th inning. No runs allowed for Mitch Maurer with 2 runners left on board. Still 3-1. The St. Paul Capitals leading the Highland Park Beavers in the Sweet 16 round of the Class A State Amateur Baseball Tournament. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv.
In the bottom half of the 7th inning, right fielder number 96.
Welcome back to
Michael
Palm
D'Angelo.
Field. Bottom of the 7th inning. St. Paul Capitals leading 3-1 against the Highland Park Beavers. Josh Kubicek still out on the hill for his 7th inning of work. Pounds a strike on the outside corner. Michael D'Angelo up to bat. He knocks one down the right side in foul territory. That goes out of play. D'Angelo, no batting gloves. Singled in his first at bat and grounds one to up the middle, but a great play by the shortstop. Not quite in time as Michael D'Angelo reaches on an infield single. Josh Kubicek now dealing from the set. 1 on, no out. Check swing by Preston Hetland, the designated hitter for Highland Park. Fouled straight back by Hetland. Josh Kubicek, 6 strikeouts so far in this one. D'Angelo on first base, extending his lead. And Hetland takes that one high. Close pitch. Count runs full. Just the second time a leadoff hitter in an inning has reached against Kubicek. Checks the runner. D'Angelo at first base is back safely. Got some maintenance being done by the umpire out on the rubber, and the shortstop cleaning off second base as well. We're ready to play. Swing and a miss. Preston Hetland goes down swinging. 7 strikeouts now for Josh Kubicek.
First baseman now, number 12, Pat Sheehy.
Pat Sheehy, the manager of the Beavers, steps to the plate. 1 out, 1 on. Could be a double play. 6-4. Pick not made by the first baseman. So 1 out on that play that went 6-4-3.
Third baseman, number 17, Andrew Devine.
Runner still on first base. D'Angelo heads back to the dugout on a fielder's choice. Andrew Devine up. Takes strike 1. Two out now for the St. Paul Capitals, who are leading 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Couple fouls for Andrew Devine, fighting off pitches from Josh Kubicek. Pat Sheehy on first base, reached on a fielder's choice. This one grounded to the right side. First baseman goes for it. Mark Grubner at second base, scoops and throws. And Kubicek, little pitcher's fielding practice, gets over to record the 3rd out of the 7th inning. We go to the 8th now, 3-1. The St. Paul Capitals leading. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome back to Palm Field at St. Anthony Village in the Sweet 16 round, Game 3 of this Sunday.
Number 15,
The Class A Town Ball State Tournament. We have a new pitcher for the Highland Park Beavers.
Number 24,
Jared
Dan
Schmidt
Peterson.
is going to toe the rubber for Highland Park, a right-handed hitter. So that closes the book on Mitch Maurer. As Dan Peterson takes ball 1. Mitch Maurer allowed 11 hits, 3 runs, and 7 innings of work. As Jared Schmidt delivers ball 2. Schmidt struggling to find the zone in his first batter he's facing in this top of the 8th inning. Highland Park trailing by 2 runs in this Sweet 16 game. Ball tapped to second base. That's going to be an easy play for Reiter. So Dan Peterson is the first out of the 8th inning. Swings at a 3-0 pitch, grounds it to the second baseman for a 4-3 ground out. Rodney Erickson comes to the plate. He scored a run in the 6th inning after singling. Swing and a miss from Erickson. Jared Schmidt from South Dakota, Mitchell High School, played at Mount Marty College. Mitchell known for the Corn Palace in the middle of South Dakota. There's a strike from Schmidt, number 15, right-handed pitcher. Works from the set, though no one is on base, as often relievers do. Breaking ball, misses. Rodney Erickson, the right fielder, flew out in the 2nd inning, then grounded into a double play in the 4th, then singled and scored in the 6th. This time he taps one to Corey Reiter at second base, who throws a off-speed pitch to the first baseman to record the out.
With 2 away, the catcher.
That's the 2nd out of the inning.
Charlie Bartholomew.
Charlie Bartholomew, the catcher for the St. Paul Capitals, now steps to the plate to face Jared Schmidt. With 2 out in the top of the 8th inning. St. Paul Capitals leading 3-1. Ball in the dirt, ball 1. Looks like some action in the St. Paul bullpen. This ball hit high, looks like it might be out of play, and it is. Josh Kubicek, good performance from the Capitals starter. If his night is done, he allowed just 1 run in 7 innings of work, as we are in the top of the 8th inning. Charlie Bartholomew facing reliever Jared Schmidt. with 2 outs. Takes the ball in the dirt. And there's another ball in the dirt. Jared Schmidt got a couple outs quick in this inning. Looking to go 1-2-3 in his first frame of work. Bartholomew lines it hard, but Michael D'Angelo in right field runs in, makes the play. So 3 up, 3 down for Jared Schmidt in the top half of the 8th inning. St. Paul Capitals still leading 3-1 on Minnesota Prep Spotlight, prepspotlight.tv. Welcome back to the home of the Huskies, Palm Field, St. Anthony Village. Beautiful night. The breeze settled down now. Sun is still out. Shadows getting longer as the evening draws on. Josh Kubicek still out there, the starter, the ace for the St. Paul Capitals, still out there warming up for the bottom of the 8th inning. 7 innings of solid work for Kubicek as he gets ready to deal in the bottom half with a 2-run lead.
Number 00, Jake Fleming.
Jake Fleming will be first up for the Beavers, and he swings in the first pitch. This one's going to left field deep. Left fielder, right center fielder converging, and the left fielder can't make the play. Looks like he might have gotten his glove on it. But Jake Fleming is going to reach.
The order now for Highland Park.
We'll call that a stand-up double.
Salim.
Dan Peterson out there in left field, converging with Jamie Berg. Neither one could make the play. So Jake Fleming is on second base with nobody out. Foul back from Alex Seelam. Just the 6th hit that Josh Kubicek has allowed in this game. There was a pitcher warming for the Capitals in the top half of the inning. No one now. This one's grounded to the shortstop. Strong throw across the infield for the out. Runner does advance. Fleming goes from second to third base.
Catcher now.
That was
Number
Derek
6,
Jacobson
Zach Straighten.
scooping up the ground ball and recording the first out of this 8th inning. The Beavers now 90 feet away from making it a 1-run game. Josh Kubicek delivers strike 1 to Zach Straighten, the catcher. Tapper back to Kubicek, goes under his glove. A run will score. Grubner scoops up the ground ball and does record the second out. Kubicek disappointed because that was a
With 2 away, the center
softly
fielder,
hit
number
ground
12,
ball. If he had
Jake
scooped up,
Porter.
third base runner probably would have gone back to his base. As it is, Highland Park gets their second run of the game. 3-1, 3-2 now. St. Paul Capitals leading Highland Park, but the Beavers just cut the lead in half in the 8th inning. Capitals are the away team. Highland Park at home. Been playing 9-inning games in the 8th inning right now. Josh Kubicek allowing 2 runs now. And a hard hit ground ball. Jacobson scoops, throws on the run, and makes a nice play. We've seen a lot of nice plays from that position in this game. Jacobson, Derek Jacobson, the shortstop for St. Paul, ends the inning with a
3-2 going into the top of the 9th inning.
6-3 ground out, but as it is, Highland Park gets 1 run to even
And a reminder, at the
to
conclusion
pull
of this
Beavers
game
within
at
1
7
run. It's now
will be, the
3-2,
final
St.
matchup
Paul
of the
leading
day
Highland
here
Park
at Ball
heading
Field
into
between
the
the
9th
Minneapolis
inning
Bobcats and the
on
Air Freight
PrepSpotlight.tv.
At 7 o'clock with the Minneapolis Bobcats.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome back to the State Class A Amateur Baseball Tournament. It's the round of 16, Game 3 of this Sunday,
Shortstop number 4, Derek.
Game
James.
7 of the weekend. And the St. Paul Capitals taking a 1-run lead into the top of the 9th inning. Jared Schmidt still on the mound for Highland Park. Had his first inning of work last inning. Recorded the side in order, and now Derek Jacobson made several good plays out at shortstop, looking to get on base. Fouls one down the right side out of play. Grounds one to first, third shortstop, I should say. Excuse me. Alex Elam, another good play at shortstop. Records the out.
Top of the order now for the Capitals, center fielder number 22, Jamie Berg.
That'll bring up Jamie Berg for the 5th time in this game. Has reached base every time he has come to the plate. Jared Schmidt facing him for the first time, the reliever for the Beavers. Squares to bunt, lays one down, but that goes foul down the third base line. Berg, the center fielder. Swinging this time. And is recorded out for the first time in this contest.
Designated hitter, number 12.
Second out of the inning.
Tossi.
Rick Tossi now coming to the plate. It's Jared Schmidt's first strikeout of his outing. Gets another swing and miss from Tossi, the designated hitter. This one flied short left field, and the out is made. So 3 up, 3 down for the St. Paul Capitals. As they hope one run is enough, they head to the bottom of the 9th inning, leading 3-2 on Minnesota Prep Spotlight. Welcome back. It is the 9th inning. Bottom of the 9th between the St. Paul Capitals and the Highland Park Beavers. Josh Kubicek going for the complete game.
Baseman number 66, Corey
Ryder for the Beavers steps to the plate trying to get something going for the Beavers. Lines one hard with the shortstop through the infield. Gets underneath the Garrett Jacobson's glove for a hard single for Corey Ryder, and that's what the Beavers wanted. Down by 1 run in the bottom of the 9th inning. They need base runners, and they got one. So Josh Kubicek looking to strand 1 runner. Michael D'Angelo squaring to bunt, but watching the pitch go by. Now he cracks one hard to left field. Center fielder was shading the, and that one's over the fence. That's a walk-off home run for the Highland Park Beavers. Michael D'Angelo, a 2-run home run, dead center field, and the Beavers are on their way to the next round of the Class A State Amateur Baseball Tournament. 4-3, the final. How quickly something can change in baseball. Josh Kubicek dealing all day long. Went out there for the 9th inning for the complete game. Gave up a hard single and a home run, as Michael D'Angelo is your hero for the Highland Park Beavers. The walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th. Celebration at home plate extends into the dugout now, as Highland Park, what a way to end it.
And final score here, Highland Park Beavers 4 and the St. Paul Capitals 3.
Fans excited. Jared Schmidt will get the win. The reliever pitched 2 innings of scoreless work.
Next Saturday, August 22nd.
Michael D'Angelo, the right fielder, was kept busy on defense, but made his biggest impact when it mattered most. A 2-run home run to give the Beavers a 4-2 win. Don't forget, we have another game, a final game of this weekend, as Minnesota Prep Spotlight and PrepSpotlight.tv are carrying all 80 games in every single class of this amateur baseball tournament in the next few weeks.
Concession stands are open. If you're thirsty or hungry, feel free to meander over there. And at the Minnesota State Amateur League stand, they're selling koozies and state tournament t-shirts. Bathrooms here at Palm Field are over by right field by Palm's Porch if they are needed.
Remember, the 2020 Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone and Wings Financial. We're for people like you. It's getting windy out here at Palm Field in St. Anthony Village as we close out this game
4-2 the final. Highland Park comes back in dramatic fashion with a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 9th to win it over the St. Paul Capitals. A single elimination tournament this year, which means the Capitals go home and the Beavers will play in that final round of 8 quarterfinal game next Saturday in the Class A state tournament. Make sure you tune in for the next game at 7 o'clock. Minneapolis Mudcats and Air Freight Unlimited going at it for the opportunity to face the Highland Park Beavers next week in the next round. For now, I'm Ren Clayton for Minnesota Prep Spotlight. You're watching the State A Amateur Baseball Tournament.